everyone. I've been looking from the sidelines of everything that has been going on in our country and how the people react to it. A couple of things about that, to be honest with you. As a veteran, I serve with people from all kinds of backgrounds, all colors. And that's one thing I kind of miss about that. Was it racism in the military too? To a certain extent. It is everywhere in our society if we think about it. Now, when we point our finger, excuse me, when we point our finger at one side of the equation, that's where the entire problem starts. When you vote for color, either red or blue, that's where the problem starts. Let me explain myself. No side has all the right answers. Yet we go to the ballot box and we just vote for color, right? Even though I don't agree with 95% of what that guy says, but it's running for my color. Because I hate or despise the other side even more than what I like the ideas of my candidate, right? Let me explain this a little bit further. At my point of view, this is me, right? So, a lot of people hated Obama. I didn't vote for him. I'm honest about it. But I cannot say that all of his ideas were bad. I didn't vote for Trump. Yet, I cannot say that all his ideas are bad. But when we focus just on that, then we are the problem. Because we're the ones that put this people in power. So instead of voting for color or because I hate the other side a lot more than when I hate my own candidate, then at that point, we put it in power the people that is literally is going to fuck us in the ass in the long run. Right? So when we look at racism is it's a taught situation. It's a taught environment that we embedded into kids or society in general, right? So I've served with people that when they got to the military, they were raised in a racist household. But I took the chance to listen to these people, right? Took the chance to listen, and at the end of the day, they were not bad people. They actually changed the state of mind because they said, well, like, well, shit, this guy is black, or is Asian, or is a Muslim, yet downrange, he has my back, right? So whenever us, and I include myself, as a society, decide to stop pointing the finger at each other and just sit down and listen, we come together. We will. It will happen. I probably won't see it. I hope my kids have the chance to see it. But as long as we continue with this finger pointing, we will not find a common ground to understand each other. So the main thing about this is we learn, we've been it's been embedded into our brains, right? To listen, to respond, and not listen to understand. And that's one of our main problems. So if you're a Republican and a Democrat say something, already you got your mind set up. Already. It doesn't matter how great of a deal it is, right? So this is what happened with our politics. So one side comes up with an idea and you're on the other side of the equation, right off the bat you're going to say it's a bad idea because it's coming from that people, right? But if the same exact idea comes from your side of the aisle, then you all agree with it because you're on that side. And that is the main problem. As long as we keep voting for colors instead of ideas, then we're gonna be the problem the entire time. Will not be the government though. That's the big misconception of all this mess that we're living right now. It is not the government, it's us. If you go on a stoplight and you see a black person, you see a white person, it doesn't matter where you're at, right? Let's say your stoplight, there's a homeless person there. There's homeless here from every single background, right? Automatically, if you go and lock the doors, you're part of the problem. If you go and walking past some people that are dressed up a certain way and you grab your purse, you're part of the problem. So little things like that is what it has to make you think and make you stop and like, am I truly a straightforward shooter or a straight person, right? Well, this is one thing that I don't agree with. Every time somebody calls you a racist, this is the funniest thing I always see. Somebody calls you a racist and you say, if your answer is in the form of justification, then you have a problem. Well, you're a racist. Oh, well, I have black friends. Yeah, if you have to justify, you have a problem. See, my background is just like people from every single color of the rainbow. My mom is very light skinned. My dad is super dark. So it is what you make out of it at the end of the day. Now, am I a racist? Cannot say I'm a racist. Have I acted in the way that I just described at some point in my life? Yes, I have. I'm not ashamed to say that that's one thing that took me time to change. However, if we don't realize what we do as a person, as an individual, then we cannot pretend that other people either talk like us, think like us, or even change somebody else's point of view of their state of mind, even though they're right or wrong, whatever the case may be. There's no wrong in the equation, right? It is it's more like an acknowledgement of you seeing that there's a problem somewhere, and the only way to fix that problem is if we unite. See, the government is not there to work for us. The government that we put in power is there to work for themselves and see how they are benefiting out of it. So they become the tool to be like, say what you want to hear so you can give them their vote. Our president, he's just our representative in the world. That's all he is. Now, when you vote for that senator, that representative there, that's the guys that runs the laws. Those are the guys that's going to make everything change. So if you're only voting for colors in that sense, either red or blue, you're part of the problem. So that's all I have to say about that. I think I had to get it out, and that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Some people have tried to drag me over to politics, and it's so good. I have really good friends from each side of the aisle, like they call it. Still respect their views, even though I don't agree with some of them, from either side. So that's all it is to it. Let's just listen more and talk less. Listen to understand, not listen just to respond, right? And again, not all ideas from one side are great. Not all ideas from the other side are great. But the time that we come together, that's the time that we're going to become better as a society. All right? Have a great day. Great Friday. Peace.